How y'all doing today? What's going on? So everybody wants to know. Today I'm going to answer the question that everybody wants to know. What is water ice? Well, I'm here to tell you. It's a lot that goes into it, but I'm going to start off with just the history. So originally, water ice comes from Italian ice, which I'm sure everybody knows. Italian ice is ran and founded by a Sicilian. So it was a Sicilian guy from Sicily. He came over to the United States, and his home base was pretty much in New Jersey. Now, mind you, this is what I've heard, so don't crucify me on this, okay? So I believe this happened over after, I think around, we're talking about World War II. It was shortly after this. He was in a home base in New Jersey. That was pretty much his home base. A couple of brothers, African Americans from Philadelphia. He was teaching everybody, but a couple brothers from African American, went down to Jersey to learn from him. They learned how to make Italian ice. Okay, now I never got this from them. This is just an assumption. They're not Italian. Everybody knows Italians and African Americans during that time were not getting along that well. Again, he wasn't from America, so he didn't care, so he taught. I believe that you can't be African American and say, I sell Italian ice. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I just feel like that's the reason why they came up with the name water ice. To me, that's kind of like the same that you have a deli and you say you sell Italian meatballs or Italian hoagies. You might sell Italian hoagies, but that's not going to be like your high point. I got a shop and I sell Italian hoagies and Italian meatballs. I've never heard of that before. So having a frozen treat business saying you sell Italian ice, not being Italian, kind of doesn't sound right to me. So over time, I believe this just became a thing. So they kind of changed they also changed the ingredients to where as though it fit for them and it fits for their demographic and their base. I'm not racist or nothing. This is just what I believe. I grew up in Lower Marion. I grew up with a multicultural friends, and some of my best friends are Caucasian. So this is just a point to where I heard the story of, and now I'm relaying it to you and explaining it to you. And this is why I believe that things have came in and why this is about. And I've heard from them as well, so I kind of put things together. So as time went along, it's just because, it became a Philadelphia thing. Water ice just became a Philadelphia thing because it's catchy. I don't know, everything that's not the original of what it is, nicknames, it always catch on in Philly. That's just how Philly is. Philly likes to have their own name for things. So as time went along, water ice became water ice and it became part of the culture. As time went along, it grew on everybody. Italians, Caucasians, African Americans. It was just a good name. So they call even Italian ice, they started calling Italian ice water ice. It's just a nickname. It's no big thing. As time went along, though, it's still a difference between water ice and Italian ice, even though they make it. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people that make Italian ice might have water ice ingredients in it, and the texture and the taste is kind of similar, okay? Some people that have water ice has Italian ice ingredients. And it's just like, you're like, well, and some people are like, well, he says he got water ice, and that's Italian ice. And some people say he got Italian ice, but that's water ice. I completely understand, and I agree with you. Things have changed over time, and people call it what they want to call it. But from the beginning, this is the difference, and this is what happened. Italian ice originally was grainier, was more gritty, okay? Over time, even their recipe has changed as well. But you can still taste the ice particles in Italian ice. Even Philadelphia Water Ice Company called their product premium Italian ice. They call it water ice, but premium Italian ice because it's really Italian ice. And even though they call it water ice, it still has an Italian ice texture to it. Okay? Now, water ice has more of a softer texture and a consistency that is like no other. Taste is great as well. And that's the difference between the two, really. And I'm gonna say premium water ice, because you have just water ice that's kind of like Italian ice, and you just have water ice that's like neither one is just trash. Don't get me wrong. But premium Philadelphia water ice has a tall, soft consistency texture that the taste is phenomenal. So the soft texture that everybody loves and raves about, that's premium water ice. Okay, I would say a lot, not a lot, but it's a nice bit of people that you could get premium Philadelphia water ice from. That's artificial. Premium Philadelphia water ice that's natural. I haven't found that many people. Even people that friends that know me, when I first started making it, they was like, "Man, I'm not believing you. I'm not." But then, since I live in a tourist attraction, a lot of people from the States came to Dominican Republic because they were on cruise trips and was like, "Yo, your product is way better than the States. Oh my goodness, it's phenomenal and it's natural." The only person that I know that can make it better than me naturally is Happy Ice. And we're originally from the same area, from Southwest Philadelphia. Shout out to Happy Ice. But those are the differences between it. I would put four things in the same category: sorbet, sherbet, Italian ice, water ice. To me, all four of those are in the same category, okay? Same realm. But they all have their differences. And people have their likenesses. Some people might like sorbet better. Some people might like sherbet. That's what they grew up on, so that's what they like. But once they try Philadelphia Premium Water Ice, because people debate all the time, but when they finally have that Philadelphia Premium Water Ice, that texture is like no other. You don't taste no grains of ice, no gritty. It's not gritty, it's soft. It's like cotton candy melting in your mouth. And that's what people love about it, and that's why people rave about it so much. Colors, artificial colors, the artificial flavoring, undeniable. Undeniable. You can make Supermans, Pokemons, rainbows, you can call them whatever you want. The Philadelphia Eagle, whatever you want to call it. And people gravitate towards that, especially the kids. Adults love it too. But the world has also, America has also gravitated towards more healthier products. So that where does the natural come in at? And like I said, nobody I really know makes it better, naturally better than me, but Happy Ice. And I have a lot of international clients, a lot of international students that go all natural, and their client base and their demographic loves it. They rave about it all the time. To me, those are the differences between water ice and Italian ice. It's just, it is what it is. And everybody always asks, what's the history? What's behind it? That's the history. That's what's behind it. And I'm proud to say I'm from Philadelphia. And this is why I go so hard for it. Because to me, it's about the Philadelphian. It doesn't matter what race you are. Caucasian, African American, it doesn't matter. It's loved by all Philadelphians. That's something that we grew up on. That's something that we're proud of. You guys really not from New Jersey, so but they got their own thing with the ices in New York, things like that. But he's from Sicily, so that's the history. That's the culture behind it. And that's why we call it Philadelphia water ice, because how can we call something Italian ice and we're not Italian at that time? So that's why the thing came up with water ice. And it just gravitated towards everybody. All ages, all colors, all backgrounds. It just didn't matter. So I hope that helped you. I hope that gives you a better understanding. And make sure you go out and get yourself some water ice. And tell them Drip sent you.